All right, a couple more responses. I want to get to them. This is after my argument that America is flawed and it's all about parity. And all you really have to do is, as far as soccer is concerned, is put a bunch of money into this thing and you'll be a part of the big show. And don't necessarily have to worry about failing because you will never be relegated to a lower division. That stuff just doesn't exist in this country, right? I mean, the concept alone, like what if the New York Yankees had a bad year and a bunch of injuries and they ended up in AAA ball? It just doesn't work. I mean, people can't, I can't even put that, digest something along those lines. But I think it's a reasonable complaint when you're trying to grasp a concept like this. But DMD 2652, again with the numbers. Okay, so this is a response to me. So he just wants 4 clubs to win the championship every year, exclamation point. I've been watching soccer since I became an Arsenal fan in 2003. I've learned that the big leagues only want guys 2, 3, 4 teams are going to win it. That's it. That's the way it always works. Who's won this thing in England in the last 20 years, question mark? Who's won this thing in Germany the last 20 years, question mark? Who's won in Spain for the last 100 years, question mark / emoji laughing face. And sure, you might get a Leicester City every 75 years and then a tear. They threw an emoji with a tear. I get it, man. I get it what you're saying. Now, here's what you need to understand, because this is probably the most fundamental component of this that a lot of American folks don't get. Yeah, Real Madrid wins it a lot. Barcelona does too. And every once in a while, the Atleti gets in there in Spain. So there's your 3. And I get it. It's going to be very difficult for somebody else to do it. Yeah, Leicester won it, what are you talking about, 10 years ago. Man City has had its dominance. Manchester United has had its time. Arsenal struggled with that. Chelsea won it a couple of times. I get it. I get what you're saying. However, and that's your own struggle as an Arsenal fan. I mean, you're going to come in second again this year, so maybe that's why you're pissed off. But the whole idea for any of this, and this is a huge step up in our country, in the United States, Major League Soccer is actually trying to figure out how clubs can talk to each other about the transfer of a player from club to club, and money is exchanged. This is the real business of football. So when you're talking about a Bournemouth or a Brighton, these teams are able to produce players, sell those players to the bigger clubs, and then that's what happens. The best players filter up, and then that's why we keep seeing the same damn teams winning it over and over again. Now, our country is all about parity. And then we celebrate it when we get the New England Patriots or the Chiefs figure it out for a couple of years, and we call it a dynasty. And then we blast the Buffalo Bills when they go to 3 straight and lose. But they were still a pretty damn good team. I don't know what that would be the equivalent to in America, but you get my point. The whole concept of, and this is where England gets it wrong. England and Spain gets it right, for that matter. The whole concept of a league is to do what? Yeah, you want to win. I mean, these guys that wanted to create the Super League, they're a little bit out of their minds, but they're all about money to them. But each country has this inner belief that everything that they do is at the progression of the player. Yes, you want to win, and you have to get players from out of country. But for the most part, this is about making your nation a better footballing country. That's it. That's why it is the way it is. And the progression of the player and the celebration of a player, the great players don't stay down long. And the money that is made in that process is something that we've never engaged in this country. You're having a hard time grasping it simply because in America, this is the last stop. If you play in the NHL, you're done. There is no compete for a World Cup. If you play in the NBA, you've reached the pinnacle. That's it. Nowhere else are they playing any brand of NFL football. They tried that, and that really didn't work out so great. Baseball is the same thing. The best players in the world play in America. That'll never be the case in soccer. Never going to happen. Now, engaging in the idea in soccer that this is about parity is basically marrying yourself to mediocrity. So we're not going to let anybody get really good at this, to spend a lot of money to ensure that their specific product is not as the best that it can be, and to actually build mechanisms, which is, if you watch what happened to the LA Galaxy this year, that team was completely dismantled because of the inner workings of the league and all the rules that they had to adhere to make sure that they couldn't do that again. God forbid we had a team that actually had the right players and the right combination of guys. No, you're going to have to get rid of your 2 center midfielders and your forward because we need you to take a step down a little bit so everybody can catch up. That's not progress. That's mediocrity. And I get it. You might be locked in that world, DMD, but I understand where all this is coming from. You're an Arsenal fan. It's okay. There's like a guy that will write stuff down or a woman who will write stuff down. You see, you go there and You're there for an hour, and then you just get on the couch and you talk about your problems and your dreams and your aspirations, and then you pay some money, but maybe they'll fix your problems. But I certainly can't.